Hey folks, welcome to Fresh Produce. I'm Pete from BTI. Today I want to take a few minutes to talk about a new tire from Maxxis. You've probably seen it out there before, but the new Reaver tire is already winning races, and I think a pretty cool option in more that fast rolling gravel tire category. So this tire we've got in either 40 or 45C. It's got really nice looking corner or shoulder knobs, very well supported and fairly long with some nice siping to give you some extra grip. And then inside of that, they have a unique sort of diamond type tread along the transition section. They're spaced super close and they have a flat top to them, so they're not going to give much rolling resistance, but still bite really well when you need them to. Right down the center, there's these unique sort of paddles that are very small and very close together, but going to offer a ton of braking traction in a straight line too. So this Reaver tire is a kind of filling a gap in the Maxxis lineup. I want to run through the whole group of gravel tires to kind of see where these all fit. Let's start out with the Receptor, almost a road tire here. It's basically a file tread along the center, and that file tread gets a little more aggressive at the transition section. Once you get over into your cornering knobs, they're very low knob, but really well supported. We're talking mostly on road here or really high quality dirt roads. This is going to be a very fast tire for racing, but probably not a ton of control if you really needed it. So I'd say most folks that are looking at this are either commuting or on the road 85% of the time and just need a little backup if they got into some tricky situations in the dirt. That's the Maxxis Receptor tire, super fast. Then we've got the Reaver, still a really fast tire, but a lot more capable and really catering to the needs of a modern gravel racer, I would say. I think this tire probably suits a ton of the riding that a lot of us do out there on the gravel bikes. Going down the road, the Rambler is probably their most popular gravel tire. With this one, we've got a lot of actual knobs. They're a little bit bigger, but they are closely spaced all along the center, so you're still going to get great low rolling resistance, and then more spacing on those knobs as you move out into the corners. I would say the cornering knobs aren't nearly as big as they are on this Reaver, but the spacing and number of knobs going to give you a lot of control. This is probably the tire a lot of us are running in most gravel use out there, and I think it suits very well. It's still pretty quick, but a lot more control. Then we're into the Ravager, their most aggressive gravel tire. Here we're talking about almost like DHF level side knobs, and these things, you can tell they definitely brought over some of the technology from the mountainside. In the middle, we're looking at real square knobs that are much more well defined. But they are still pretty closely spaced, so you're getting decent rolling resistance and then more spacing in that transition zone. So for sure, their most aggressive gravel tire could definitely get you through quite a bit of single track with this tire too. So that's kind of the lineup, starting with the Receptor as their fastest gravel tire, the Reaver as kind of still a fast, racy type gravel tire, and then the Rambler and the Ravager on the more aggressive side of things. If you'd like to try out the new Reaver or any of the Maxxis line, make sure you ask at your local bike shop and tell them BTI sent you.